Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, a spring training matchup between the American League's Houston Astros and the Boston Red Sox. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if Kyle Schwarber can keep it going. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Andrew Triggs, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. On the bump now is Andrew Triggs. Not your conventional over-the-top, more of a low three-quarter guy, sinker slider type of guy, but he does throw hard. His sinking fastball anywhere from 92 to 94 miles an hour. He makes his living on throwing pitches out of the zone. You'll know if he's on early, getting ahead, strike one, making him chase those bad breaking balls off the plate.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And check out the left side of this infield. You think the pitching staff's not going to want to pitch the righties in to pull and the lefties away to go the other way to the left side? That's because everything's getting caught on the left side of this infield. Should be fun to watch.
So digging in now, Darren Norman. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line towards center field. Bradley patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. And here's a ball hit in the air, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. One out, nobody on. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Looking up is Benintendi. Gone! It's a solo shot for Alex Bregman, and the Astros take a 1-0 lead.
Well, that ball right there was right up in the happy zone. It doesn't take much to drive one out of the ballpark when you connect on a high pitch like that. The backspin carried that one right out of here.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. High and deep down the left field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Sliced hard on the ground. Goldschmidt's aboard. It's a base hit.
Hey, guys, he doubled up right there. Back-to-back sliders. Nice job by the batter right there. Just misses the first one, makes the adjustment, stays a little shorter, and drives the next pitch for a base hit.
Here's George Springer, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Now a throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. Tapped down the line. That's a foul ball. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
In now is Yasiel Puig. He swings and grounds it to short. Bogarts has it. He'll go to Scope at second for the force out, and that ends the inning. Astros off and running on the solo homer. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 1-0 Houston. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. What's going to be the key for him today, Mark?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Eduardo Rodriguez will be on the mound for the Astros. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Time for a look at the Astros on D. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Hit down the third base line, but this will get foul for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Another 0-2 home. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Manny. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
First offering on its way. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball 1.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
A ball and a strike to count to Hosmer. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
First offering on its way. This one's flared toward left center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Well, that's something you see often in batting practice. Guys using the whole field there, D-Row. I like to see that. A lefty that's just not always pull happy.
100%, Dan. The pitchers have gotten so much nastier in today's game that if you're not willing to play with the entire field, you're going to struggle.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. Here's Jonathan Scope now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Line down the left field line, but this will be foul. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. One hit, one left. One inning in the books here. It's the Astros 1 and the Red Sox nothing. And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. A tough sinker on the inside corner. The 1-1 home. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. But no problem at first, and that's the first out.
Batting seventh, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber. Here's the first pitch to him. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Schwarber is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something.
Hang on. This is hit deep into right center. This looks to have enough, and it does. A home run. A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber, and the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead.
What a blast that was. So here it is again, accompanied by Show Track. Great exit velocity, and the projected distance comes back at over 470 feet. An impressive thing to watch when it happened, and even more impressive to quantify with the numbers.
Batting eighth.
Into the box, Matt Duffy. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Hit to short. Bogarts has it. And there's out number 2.
Batting ninth, the catcher, number 3, Mike Zunino.
Here now is Mike Zunino. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
And this is fouled at the plate.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Down the third baseline. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. Good job that time of not giving up on the play, and the inning is over. Astros get a run here courtesy of the solo homer. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 2-0 Houston. Stepping into the box, Corey Dickerson. His numbers against Eduardo Rodriguez. He's gone 2 for 8.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Windup and the 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, newsflash, guess where the next pitch is going after that ugly swing? I guarantee you he tries to get him to reach again.
Here's the 0-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Here's Jackie Bradley now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Bradley, or JBJ as the initials read. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home. Taken, strike 2. The 1-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Bradley is retired, 2 down now.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
Into the box now, Felix Pedroza. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Two balls and no strikes. Takes a knee-high fastball. Now the 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3. The 3-1 pitch And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, man at first after the 2-out walk. From the stretch, a ball and no strikes. Ramos playing here in his age 34 season. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
Three and 0 now. Nico Goodrum would be next. Here it comes, the 3-0. 3-1 to him now.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
The 3-1. This one's down to third. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. One left for the Red Sox. They're down 2-0. Ready for another chance? Darren Norman.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch, and a sinker dips too low there, into the dirt in fact. Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Soft liner towards short, and this will be flagged down easily for the first out of the inning.
Third baseman number 2, Alex Bregman.
Stepping in, Alex Bregman. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is foul near the seats. The 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Goodrum is there. 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Now in the box, Paul Goldschmidt. He reached on a single in his first try. Pitch on the way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Astros go down 1-2-3, but they're on top 2-0. Next up for the Red Sox, Nico Goodrum, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Here's the first pitch to him. A cold strike on the inside corner. Windup and the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber is there, And that's the first out of the inning.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Digging in, Xander Bogaerts. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Puig's got a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Now at the plate, Eric Hosmer, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Hosmer, a 32-year-old veteran. He was a first-round pick during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Here's another 1-2. Slider stayed too low, ball 2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 2-0. Digging in, George Springer. And if you remember, he took home a Silver Slugger Award for AL outfielders a year ago. First pitch on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley is there. 1 down.
The right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
Into the box now, Yasiel Puig. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
2 runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Sinker, 3-2 now.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting 1 in the seats.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Hit hard down the line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The next 3-2. There's ball 4.
Now batting, shortstop.
Coming to the plate now, Trevor Story. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one. In his career, Story is quickly approaching 200 career homers, looking to inch closer here. Set to deliver the 0-1. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Story, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Here's a look over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Puig leads off first with one away. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Full count now.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Chasing after it is Bradley, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And there are two away now.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the play. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Skied in the air to straightaway left.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Astros 2 and the Red Sox nothing. Striding in for Boston, Andrew Benintendi, 1 for 1 after a single this first time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Sent out to straightaway center field. Springer has a read on it. 1 away.
Up next for the Red Sox, second baseman, Jonathan Schoop.
Striding in, Jonathan Schoop. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Here now the 2-2. Hard liner to center field. Springer is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2.
The batter, number 7, designated hitter, Corey Dickerson.
Stepping into the box, Corey Dickerson looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. First pitch of the at bat on its way. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. Two out, nobody on. Two balls and no strikes now to the Red Sox left fielder. Here he comes on 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
This is where if you're the batter, 1 pitch, 1 spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Three and 2 now. The next 3-2. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Springer looking up, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Solo shot to right center, and the Red Sox are on the board. It's now 2-1.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Here's Jackie Bradley now, and the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
Here comes the first pitch.
Nope.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Springer has a read on it, and that ends the inning. And thanks to the home run, the Red Sox draw a step closer. We're through 4. It's the Astros 2 and the Red Sox 1. Into the box, Matt Duffy. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Duffy.
First pitch on its way. Breaking ball taken right down the middle. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
I mean, that fires me up right there. Opposite field knock, and in today's game, where every manager is employing hundreds of shifts to watch this batter go the other way was special.
Here now is Mike Zunino. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. Back up the middle. Bogarts to his left. He's there. Over to Hosmer, and it's a double play.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
Stepping in now, Darren Norman. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Wind up, and the 0-1 is put in play to the right side of the infield. Scope with the bare hand. What a play. Astros are down quietly as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. David Paulino is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 63. David Paulino.
Leading off the inning, Felix Pedroza, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Felix Pedroza.
First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. Now the Astros are going to get a left-hander up and cranking out in the bullpen. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
The 1-2. Bouncer up the middle. Story scoops it up, and there's one away.
Now batting, catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Ready now, Wilson Ramos. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. One out, nobody on. high in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. 2 gone.
The batter, right fielder, Nico Goodrum.
Now to the plate, Nico Goodrum. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch coming. Here it is. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Lifted the other way to left center. Springer giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Red Sox. They're down 2-1. Hayden Gillis is on his way to the mound now as he'll work in his 8th ball game here this spring.
Gillis.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman.
Leading off for Houston, third baseman number 2.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Gillis has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they'd love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Too high that time, and it's 3-1. On deck, the powerful right-handed bat of Paul Goldschmidt. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Oh, 0-1. Here it comes. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. The 1-1 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Bregman on at first, nobody out. Two balls and 2 strikes now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Grounded down the third baseline. And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Here's George Springer. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. There's one, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
That's a really difficult turn for a first baseman when you have to come get the ball, make a strong, accurate throw. So you need 2 good throws, not an easy double play to complete.
In now is Yasiel Puig. As he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 0-1 pitch. Hits this one hard the other way. Taken in by Scope. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Astros leave 1. They still lead it 2-1. Bobson Dugnut enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 95. Bobson Dugnut.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, and Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a slider. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. The 1-0 home. And oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Man, when you're winning on the road, the last thing you want to do is give the home crowd a reason to get back into it. Well, when you hit the leadoff man, that's exactly what you do.
Ready once again, Eric Hosmer is hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a neck-high fastball that time. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Now a snap throw to first. Don't want to forget about him. Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. And another snap throw to the bag. Keeping particularly close tabs on him. Line to the right side. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. On the move is Springer. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Jonathan. Oh!
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jonathan Scope, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Bogarts on second. Hosmer at first. One gone. And it's fouled away. A 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Digging in to try it again, Corey Dickerson. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. No balls and 1 strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Hit hard towards the hole, and that's through into left, a base hit. He'll come home with it. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
You know, D-Row, there are certain hitters that just love to come up and clutch 2-out RBI situations, and this guy certainly is one of those guys.
Yeah, they're able to slow the moment down. It's not for everybody. This guy has ice water in his veins, consistently coming through in big spots. Nice job right there to tie this one up.
In now, Jackie Bradley Jr. as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the 1-0. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Hit in the air to shallow center. Duffy onto the grass, and he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. Red Sox settle for just the 1. 7th inning coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Welcome back to baseball on MLB Network. All tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. Odell Judd is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 23, Odell Judd.
Rob Pena is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. And that's in there for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. Way in front of that fastball. The 1-2. Still 1-2. A little low. It's 2-2. Two pitch just missed.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Fouled off. The 3-2 one more time. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. This is line to left, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Row, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Row, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
Runners off for second. A little bouncer. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. Gone. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. So a 2-run shot to left center, and it's given the Astros a 4-2 lead. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Row. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0.
A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino. And the changeup is way low that time.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Needed a sand wedge for that one. Swung on and missed.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Scorched to third. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Hey, nice effort by the third baseman right there to slide and try and knock that down. That ball was hit too good in the perfect spot.
Aaron Norman.
Andreas Pineda enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with one out in the inning.
Pineda.
Willard Connell will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. Runners on the move for second. Popped him up. Catch made there by Hosmer, and there are two gone now. And he'll take it to the bag for the out, and there's your unassisted double play. Astros play two on the two-run home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the seventh coming up, and Houston's taking a 4-2 lead. Rob Pena will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 8.
Brian Flynn gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
Brian Flynn.
Settling in now, Felix Pedroza. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
The windup and the 0-1. Ground ball left side. Pena in the hole. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First offering on its way. 0-1 the count. Now we'll step off and fire to the bag, and he'll dive back in safely. And another snap throw to the bag. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1 home. Strike two swinging.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
The 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. 1-2. His fastball taken high for a ball. And he fouls this one off. Pedroza gets his lead at first, nobody out. And here's a curveball looked at, strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder,
Now at the plate, Nico Goodrum. He flew out in his last at bat. He's set. Here it comes. No balls and a strike to count. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he's back standing. Has a look. Now the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Seventh inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Red Sox leave 1. Still down by a count of 4-2. Raul Mondesi is into the ball game as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here.
Number 32.
Tony Kemp is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Cam Gallagher will move into the on-deck circle now to try something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Getting late. 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Up around the face. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. Here's a high pop-up. Hosmer is calling for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. A good afternoon of spring training baseball thus far as you get a look there at our line score through the first 7. Joey Wendell will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he takes ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros, but they still lead this one 4-2. Andres Medrano will come on and pitch for the 7th time here this spring.
Andres Medrano.
Justin Smoke is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. Caleb Coward will also enter as he takes over at third base. Zane Barton will also come in now as he takes over out in center. Christian Vasquez will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. Wind up and the 0-1. Grounder down the line at third, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Just off the end of the bat. It's a foul ball, and he'll stick around. The 0-2 once more. Gets him looking. Strike 3.
Up next for the Reds,
Dave Britt will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Schwarber ranging back, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to left. It gets trimmed to a 4-3 game now. Scooter Gennett will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Scooter Gennett.
This is taken outside for ball 1. Now the 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
2 balls and a strike to Gennett. to 2-2 now. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Pretty sure there wasn't any ill will behind that pitch, considering he has 2 strikes on him. Just got away from him from what I could tell.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
JT Realmuto will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Comes set, and the 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Fly ball right down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. 1-2. Here it comes. Grounded to third. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Scooter Gennett will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Now playing second base, number 3, Scooter Gennett.
Luis Avila enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Matt Davidson is into the game as well, as he's the new first baseman. Adam Engel is also into the ball game as he'll assume duties in left field. Derek Fisher will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
The 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball.
You're grinding so hard at the plate right there, expecting something on the corners, and what happens? Change up, middle cut. Your eyes light up, but you're just not able to barrel it up.
Fouled away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box now, Rob Pena. This is hit softly to third. And this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out.
Up next for the Astros, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Hard hit to first. Davidson ranges to his right, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3, and it remains a 4-3 game. Derek Fisher will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Number 21, Derek Fisher.
Nate Jones is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth. Chris Stanley will get a shot here as a pinch hitter.
Chris Stanley.
And a ball 1-0. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike.
Hey, that pitch right there caught entirely too much of the plate. Curveball that rolled over the heart of the plate. He's got to pull the trigger on that one.
Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that'll get down for a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Stepping in now, Felix Pedroza, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Down and away, ball 1. One and 2 now. Stanley aboard here at first with nobody out. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number one is stranding him on base. And now with one out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Wilson Ramos. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
That's a ball one. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
And this is the case of a guy taking one for the team. I think he could have gotten out of the way of this one, but he leans into it and puts himself on board. Now he represents the winning run, so it's a good move.
In there, strike one. And we'll see what he can do with the tying run at second, the potential winning run at first with one away. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
No doubt. Some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Barton is in pursuit, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Raul Mondesi.
And that brings in the speedy Raul Mondesi Jr. And the game is on the line. The tying and winning runs on base with 2 gone in the bottom of the ninth. He's set and the pitch. And the slider just stayed north of the strike zone that time. Two big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. Shot weakly to the left. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Astros jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Bobson Dugnut takes home the win. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Astros. 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Red Sox, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 58 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you, please drive home safely.